Hello, welcome to Shad Life. I'm still laughing because I just watched this Bobo video. If you don't know about the Bobo YouTube channel, it's definitely worth a watch. I will put a link in the description of this video, and I'm calling this whole ordeal with Pinkbike Bumblegate because of what somebody said in the comments. So I think that's what it should officially be, is Bumblegate. So what's going on here? Why am I laughing? And what is Bumblegate? And why am I talking about Pinkbike? I did mention this briefly in another video of mine when I was down in Austin. But what's going on is Pinkbike, a couple of their vloggers, kind of criticized people who post, not highly produced YouTube videos out there. And, one of the comments is people post videos of them bumbling along on their mountain bike, right? And it's pretty funny because that kind of commentary goes completely away from what YouTube is even about. So I'm going to talk about what YouTube is about first, and then we'll talk about why what Pinkbike said is so ridiculous. YouTube, one of its biggest assets and what made it such a big deal when it came around was the fact that anybody and everybody can post videos to it, and anybody and everybody in the world can watch them. Like, that was a game changer and still is to this day. Before YouTube, you would have to watch broadcast media or cable media, things like that. You could not watch, a video very easily of some dude in his basement doing some experiment or whatever with whatever, right? Or, some kid goofing around on their BMX bike in my case, or whatever, right? Like, everything was highly professional, highly choreographed. The information was very, had to go through editors, all that stuff, right? And then YouTube comes along, and boom, now you just got rid of all of that. Somebody can just make whatever video they want. Obviously, YouTube has some limitations, right? And put it out there for the public to see. They obviously don't let nudity and pornography or somebody, saying really bad things or making terroristic threats or whatever. They obviously have to have a limitation, but for the most part, anybody can put videos out there. So it was a game changer, and that's what YouTube is about. It's basically about anybody and everybody being able to upload videos for the world to see, right? And it's created a whole bunch of, pretty amazing channels and content and stuff. And I actually watch more YouTube than I do anything else. More than Netflix, I don't even have cable TV. I don't watch broadcast TV. And what's cool about YouTube is their algorithms. Now I'm going to kind of talk about algorithms in social media for a second here. I'll go off topic for a second, but algorithms in social media can be positive or negative. And if you've seen what's it called, The Social Dilemma, I think it's on Netflix. It talks a lot about the negative things about social media and the algorithms and so on. But there's a positive side to it too. A negative thing would be like if you're into politics and you search certain political topics, or you have a certain political agendas or ideas, and that's what you search for on YouTube, the algorithm, or any social media platform, right? The algorithms are going to start narrowing your views to just those interests and those thoughts. And that can really narrow somebody's perspective on the world and what's really going on out there. But in a case like mine, where the algorithms are nice, is because I go and watch biking videos, or I watch technology videos and so on, skateboarding videos even, right? And so my YouTube feed ends up being all of these things I'm interested in. which is pretty cool. And I've actually found a lot of YouTube channels that I like and I subscribe to. And what's nice about subscribing is when I subscribe to them, then on the left nav I can click subscribe or subscriptions, and I get just the videos that I've specifically subscribed to. So that's the advantage of subscribing when you subscribe to channels on YouTube. So that's how YouTube works, right? And so this idea that Pinkbike is saying that only people that have these high production capabilities and professional athletes and they, you know, they literally have filmers, they have expensive equipment, and they have people that are, you know, editing and making these videos that are really good at doing that kind of stuff, right? Versus me, who's kind of just learning on the fly, right? And so they're saying that people basically like me shouldn't be putting content out on YouTube, which is pretty silly because that goes away from anything that YouTube is about. And there's a reason it's called YouTube, right? So it's pretty interesting. So if you want to know the backstory on this whole Pinkbike thing, I'll put the video down there. The initial video is the Lone Ranger. I'm glad he did his video calling Pinkbike out for what they said in this vlog. And then, you know, this Bobo video, which is kind of making humor out of the whole situation, right? It's bumbling along, right? So yeah, that's what this is all about. And I love it when a channel like Bobo comes out and kind of makes humor of kind of a, I don't know if I'd call it a serious situation. Like Pinkbike doesn't have any right to dictate what people put on YouTube. They really don't. But, you know, it's kind of an insult, right? And so this Bobo channel makes fun of it. So there you have it. I'm going to end this video with this 56-year-old and some clips of me bumbling around on my bike. I appreciate your support for my channel. Peace. That was a hard night. Yes.